Hello to everybody. This is Carlos Ramirez from BlueBox. I am here today to explain you a little bit about the different kind of health insurance options that we have available at BlueBox. We are an insurance agency that are on the market for 12 years. All our insurance team are bilingual and is completely at your service. Let's start. BlueBox offer different kind of levels of health insurance options. We will present you on this video options has Best Doctors, BMI, Confiamed, and Sweden Seguros. And I will explain you now why we are presenting different kind of health insurance options. Let's start explaining you a little bit about general coverage. All those options that I am explaining you now will include coverage for emergencies, urgencies, doctor appointments, medicines, tests. Also, if you need to stay on intensive care unit, will be covered. If you need to planify a surgery, will be covered. It's important to consider that all those coverage will be included in each of our offers. Then, let's start also explaining a little bit about important things that you need to consider before to decide what is the best option for you. It's important to remember the copays. Remember that the copay will be the amount that you will pay there on the clinic to get different kind of services. For example, the copay for doctor appointments can be between 10% to 20% depending of the insurance company that you will choose and also depending of the clinic. Why? To give you an idea, if you go to a clinic requesting a doctor appointment for a general practitioner doctor, English speaker, the copay can be $15. And if you consider other clinic from the same company, the other clinic probably will be less expensive. Why? Basically, will depends of the type of service that each clinic will offer and also from the negotiation between the insurance company and the clinic. But the copays can be between $3 to $15. Okay? Also, it's important to consider no covered expenses because on these plans and under the Ecuadorian health insurance law, we have exclusions about preventive treatments, cosmetic treatments. Remember that in Ecuador, not is available a coverage for preventive care, for annual preventive checkups. What I am trying to say, if you need to go to see a doctor for an annual preventive checkups, not is available any insurance company that will cover for those expenses. Why? Because basically in Ecuador, to be covered in any kind of medical need, you will need symptoms justified with the insurance company. I am feeling pain on my stomach, I am feeling pain on my back, and then the insurance company will give you a doctor appointment, will authorize some tests. But if everything is preventive, you will need to pay up front, got the test results from the doctor, and basically determine if you will need any treatment or you will need medicines or you will have a new diagnostic that basically will activate the coverage. What is covered has a preventive care, mammogram, pap test, and prostatic test. Those three kind of tests will be covered no matter the results. The only preventive tests that will be covered under the private insurance policies in Ecuador will be mammogram, pap test, and prostatic test. The deductible is pretty important to consider because basically the deductible will determine when your policy will start the coverage. We have options from $10,000 deductible, other options $5,000, and lower deductible has $2,000, $150, and $100 deductible. Another important thing that you need to consider is the pre-existing conditions because under the Ecuadorian health insurance law, it's important to remember that preconditions will be symptoms that you already have, diagnostics that was before the beginning of your contract, permanent medication or surgeries. Remember, symptoms, diagnostics, also medicines and surgeries that you had before the beginning of your contract. Then, if you already are in touch with us, for sure you got an email from the agent that is in touch with you. On this email, you will find a different kind of health insurance options. Has Best Doctors, BMI, Confiamed, and Sweden Seguros. I want to start explaining you the Best Doctors option. Best Doctors is a bigger insurance company that is for many years on the insurance market, and we are presenting you this option because it's a worldwide coverage, including United States. The main coverage will be up to $2 million, and the deductible that we are suggesting on this plan is $10,000. It's a pretty good plan for people that want to be covered abroad, out of Ecuador, but permanently and up to the maximum amount of coverage. You need to consider that your deductible also can be covered for a smaller plan. I will be talking about the smaller plan with Sweden Seguros, but an option is got the $2 million coverage from Best Doctors, worldwide coverage, including United States, plus a supplementary plan that basically will cover for the deductible. I want to explain you this later also when I present you the Sweden option. But basically, any kind of emergency treatment diagnostic will be covered in Ecuador or any place in the world up to $2 million, except for the preconditions, because the preconditions coverage will work similar in all the insurance companies. And basically, after 2 years, the insurance company will cover around $9,400. That is the same that 20 Ecuadorian basic salaries. What I am trying to say, keep in mind that if you have preconditions reported on this plan, this will be the only limit on the coverage, because all the new illnesses, new treatments, surgeries, also organ transplant, everything will be covered up to $2 million when the claim is more than your deductible. Best Doctors is a really good option for worldwide health insurance coverage. Now, I want to continue with a plan with BMI. BMI is also one of the important companies in Ecuador and worldwide. And the plan that I want to present you is the $150,000 coverage per incident with a different deductible, not $10,000 as the last one, but this includes a deductible for $2,000. Okay, then the main coverage will be up to $150,000 per incident also, but the deductible will be $2,000. Everything that is more than $2,000, that is your annual deductible, will be covered up to $150,000, except as the last plan for preconditions, because will be under the limit that affect to all the private insurance companies. Then for preconditions, this company will cover after 2 years up to $9,400. That is the same 20 Ecuadorian basic salaries. The next option that I want to present to you is the Confiamed options. Confiamed is a company that is many years also on the insurance market in Ecuador, and in my experience is one of the best companies available also. We want to present you 2 levels of coverage with Confiamed. One is $60,000 per incident with an annual deductible for $200, and the other option is $110,000 plan per incident with $250 annual deductible. Basically, Confiamed will cover any kind of medical need, depending which one of those 2 options you prefer, will cover $60,000 or $110,000. Confiamed, also in my experience, is one of the companies with the best network in Ecuador, and the main cities that we have clients has Cuenca, Manta, Quito, Loja, Guayaquil, they have a bigger network where basically you can request pre-approval for treatments, for tests, for surgeries. Everything can be treated in the network because they have a very important network around Ecuador. To give you an idea, they have probably more than 400 clinics available around whole Ecuador. Confiamed is a very good option too, and we are including a major medical plan with Confiamed too. This major medical plan will cover $500,000, okay, per incident with $5,000 deductible. One of the advantages from this plan from Confiamed is that when you have a claim more than $5,000, that will be your deductible, everything will be covered 100%. What I am trying to say, if you have a $10,000 claim, basically the insurance company will go to the deductible, $5,000, and the other $5,000 will be covered 100%. It's a good advantage because especially in higher amount of money, for example, $50,000 claim, a copay can be 20% with other plans, basically $10,000. And if you have the major medical plan from Confiamed, basically more claims, more than $5,000 will be covered 100%. It's a very good option also. Now, for the major medical plans has Best Doctors or Confiamed $5,000, we have a smaller plan with lower rates, with good coverage, with good networks, with Sweden Seguros. Sweden Seguros is a company that not only offer health insurance, they also offer car insurance, homeowners, travel insurance, building insurance, properties insurance, business insurance. Then Sweden is one of the strong companies in Ecuador, and we have an option available with Sweden Seguros to cover $10,000 per incident. This plan can work perfect for people that want to join the ISS, for example, or for clients that want to apply for a major medical plan. Has the $10,000 deductible with Best Doctors and worldwide coverage, this will be a perfect supplementary plan for the Best Doctors option. And also for the major medical from Confiamed with $5,000 deductible, also will work perfectly as a supplementary plan. It's totally possible in Ecuador combine two plans, and a smaller plan to pay the deductible on the bigger one. Then smaller procedures, small emergencies, a broken arm, and a small accident will be covered for Sweden up to 10,000. And if you have a claim more than 10,000, you will use the major medical plan. Sweden has the other companies will cover doctor appointments, emergencies, medicines, intensive care units, and any kind of medical need. In the network with pre-approval or out of the network by reimbursement. This is what I can present to you today. Please, if you have questions, you can answer the email to our agent that is in touch with you, and we can manage more information about those plans. Right now, you got a presentation about the general coverage from each one of these companies. But if you are interested on one of those plans or a combination of plans, we can send you detailed information about each plan. For now, I want to say thanks. Please take a look to the options that we have available. And if we can help you also in any other kind of insurance, we will be happy to help you with car insurance, homeowners, travel insurance, or any kind of insurance available in Ecuador. For sure, we got it. Let me know any question. You can write on the comments on the video, or also you can contact to us by email, and we will be happy to help you. Thank you so much.